Figuring out how much your personal injury case will settle for can be confusing for many people, but it doesn't have to be. This video is part 5 of my series on the 12 factors that have a major impact on the settlement value of your personal injury claim. Now, before we get into the video, a quick disclaimer: this video is not legal advice. It's for educational purposes only. If you've got a question about a personal injury claim, talk to a lawyer in your state. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive into the first factor. Factor number 10 is the attorneys in your case. The skill of the attorney on each side of your case, your side being the plaintiff side and the other side, the insurance company side, being the defense, can have a major impact on the value of your personal injury claim. For example, if the defendant is represented by an overworked insurance lawyer, it's going to probably increase the value of your case. If you, as the plaintiff, are represented by a high-volume personal injury firm that's trying to settle all but their highest dollar cases as quickly as possible, it could lower the value of your claim. If you have a really exceptional lawyer, it could raise the value of your claim. If you have a really bad lawyer, it could lower the value of your claim. With that being said, remember this: a great lawyer can still lose a case where the facts and the law are bad, and a bad lawyer can still win a case where the facts and the law are good. Now, with that out of the way, let's dive right into factor number 11, the judge in your case. If your case goes to trial, or even if a lawsuit has to be filed, the jury is ultimately going to decide questions of fact. But the judge gets to decide what evidence each side can show to the jury. The judge controls the rules at trial in most situations, so to some degree, whether the judge leans left or right can sometimes impact the value of your case. That being said, I've appeared in front of conservative judges and liberal judges, and at the end of the day, they have not done anything that had a major negative or positive effect on the value of my case. Moving on to factor number 12. Prior settlement or verdicts in similar cases can have a major impact on the settlement value of your personal injury claim. Plaintiffs' attorneys and insurance adjusters alike are familiar with the size of verdicts in personal injury cases where your accident happened. You can get a better idea of what your case is worth by looking at the size of jury verdicts in your jurisdiction. That's your area where the wreck happened. Usually in Texas, at least, it would be a county such as Dallas County, Harris County, Travis County. That is what you would want to look at, verdicts within that county, because usually that's where the jury pool is drawn from, people within a particular county inside your state. So let's take an example of a case where a person is injured in a car accident and they have broken bones, a traumatic brain injury, soft tissue injuries, etc., etc. It's a very bad wreck. Ideally, you would want to find cases with injuries to the same body parts as in your case, such as a herniated disc in the cervical spine or the lumbar spine, a broken leg, traumatic brain injury, etc., etc. You would also ideally want to find verdicts in cases where the type of accident is the same as yours. So if it's a slip and fall, you would want to look at injury cases involving slip and falls and not just all injury cases. Also, if it was an 18-wheeler wreck, that would be different than a normal car accident involving a passenger vehicle. You'd want to look at the 18-wheeler wrecks that are comparable to your case, if possible, and find out how much the jury verdicts in your particular county for those types of injuries in those types of cases are either settling for or are resulting in jury verdicts for. So there are services that you can actually purchase that provide you with this information for a fee. And fair warning, the fee for these services is fairly high. The service that I am familiar with is called Verdict Search, and it does exactly what I just described. You can search and filter cases in your jurisdiction based on the type of injury, the law firm, the attorney, the jurisdiction, the type of accident that was involved in the case, and the outcome, etc., etc. There are all kinds of factors that you can search and filter for through that service. It's can be, in some cases, very helpful when settling a case, particularly a very large case where you're not familiar with a lot of similar verdicts in your jurisdiction. Now, there are many other factors that can raise or lower the value of your personal injury claim that I did not cover in this video series. They can have a major impact on the value of your claim, but they usually vary dramatically from case to case based on the unique circumstances in each particular case. Things like the injured plaintiff's age and life expectancy, for example, can play a major important role in some cases, but not in others. If you'd like me to go more in depth about some of the factors we've already covered in this video series, or cover some additional factors that may impact the value of your personal injury claim, then leave a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching.